Howdy ho, good neighbors. What's going on? It's Phil Russert, Philbo Entertainment Promotions. It is Monday, June 2nd. I hope you all had a great weekend. I hope that this week has started off strong for you. It started off strong for me, kind of derailed for a moment, but we're not going to let that stop the mission because we are on a mission. All right. So, for those of you wondering what happened on Facebook, I don't know. Out of nowhere, they suspended me. They said they suspended me for 180 days. I appealed. It says that if I lose the appeal, I will lose my account. I suspect it was sabotaged by certain individuals that have been coming after me lately, but I don't know for sure, so I really can't speculate. So that's fine. Not going to worry about it. You know why? We're on a mission, and there are going to be trees that fall on the road. There's still a road ahead. I'll find a way through it, around it, over it. I don't care. We're good. So, Team No Sleep, who is that? What's going on? How are you? Omni Bo, what's going on? Bo, drop the links to your show if you'd like in the chat. Kevin, what's going on with an awesome magazine coming out soon? So I want this to be not me just talking at you, but a Q&A. If you're a publisher, if you're a retail store owner, whether you're online retail or if you're brick and mortar and you have questions or you have concerns or if you're skeptical, come talk to me. Ask your questions here. Be straight up. I'll answer any questions that pertain to the business that aren't trolling and are sincere inquiries. All right. So here's the thing. Everybody who knows me knows where I stand. Oh, okay. Put it in the is there a private chat? No, you can't. You're not in here doing a private chat. All right. Well, either way, just type out your show and where they could see you. Okay. Anyway, so here's the thing. Everybody who knows me, who actually knows me, not the perception of me or what they heard from somebody else, knows that I had a hard childhood and I love comic books, and comic books raised me. They helped me. They taught me right from wrong and gave me a sense of morality. That's why I'm a cornball when it comes to Superman. And they were my escapism. I never tried a drug in my life, never tried a cigarette in my life. I've never been drunk. I don't drink. I played sports and I read comic books and played music. I was a drummer, singer. And comics are a vital part of my life. And after getting sick, and it was almost fatal in 2021, I started writing, and other stories came out. And now when I was writing, I wrote tragedy. I didn't call myself a publisher. I didn't even call myself a writer. I didn't think I was anything yet. So anybody could put out a book, I felt, And I don't mean that in a degrading way. Just I have certain levels of standards for myself. So I started to get more ideas, started to publish other books. I was like, all right, now I guess I'm a publishing company. I was publishing people from overseas, which we're going to talk about a couple of things. And things just kept building. And I've spent now I've been around for a while, but nobody knows me because I'm not a big name. But I ran conventions in New York, and it started in 2018. Prior to that, I was an art collector, as you can see. So I know a lot of the big names in the industry, buying art from them and stuff, and developing relationships. So I've done the best I can to learn all the aspects of the industry, right? Publisher, editor, art director, writer, art. I was an art rep. Again, and now distribution. So YouTuber, I did a bunch of interviews and just really learning and growing and understanding the industry. And a year and a half ago, I knew that Diamond was this was going to happen. So I said to myself, you can either be a victim or a casualty, or you can be a pioneer. You can take fate into your own hands and do the best you can. And whether it succeeds or not, at least you gave it your best. You threw out your best punch. There it is. So a year and a half ago, I started developing Philbo Distribution, getting a list of all the stores in North America, which now I have the Diamond list, as many do, because it was released. But still ahead of the game because I had that list that I had created. It was many, many hours of work. And I started building infrastructure and really getting to know the business and understanding the distribution side of things and how it works, and understanding the publisher side of things and how it works, etc. And assembling a team and getting my space and doing what I had to do. And it's been a process, and it was really hard to stay quiet, but I did. And here we are. Philbo Distribution is launching its first catalog July 1st. And we're excited. Zenoscope is on board. Joe Bruscia, who's the owner, has been busy with conventions, so we're a little behind on getting his books onboarded, but that will come. Same with Murat Michaels. They just did Texas Fan Expo, and then they're doing Phoenix this coming weekend, or at least Murat is. But he's on board with his book, Pray for the Sinner. Billy Tucci, as you can see in the catalog, is on board with She. And Antarctic Press is on board. I'm just going to be onboarding them this week. And they have a lot of titles coming with us, 10 to 15 titles and some apparel. And there's a couple of other well-known, established independent creators and publishers that we are talking to. We also have Fair Square Graphics, which is Fabrice Sapolsky, who's an awesome dude who does amazing work, and he works with a diverse community, and he really represents immigrants. He just recently became a U.S. citizen. Congratulations to him. He takes it seriously, and he's really proud to be here. And he's a good guy, and I call friend. So he'll be on board. And we also have, sorry, there's a lot to pack in. I don't know how many of you know AC Comics, but they did FemForce, and they've been around since the 80s. And they were actually Diamond's 8th account. That's how long they've been in business doing things. They are on board as well. They will be with us. And we're going to be doing some really cool exclusive stuff through Philbo Distribution with some of these people. We also have awesome people like Homebrewed Comics with Chris Saloff, Drew, and Dan, and their books, which is Crit and not Prince, Jesus, I'm sorry. Well, there's Bigfoot Knows Karate, there's Caspian, and there's what do you call it, Crit. And I'm sorry if I butcher names. It's just I've onboarded a lot of people. We've got Get Your Meds, which is George Medina and his book, The Adventures of Wonder Duck, which is a great book, all ages. I mean, if you loved DuckTales and you loved Gizmo Duck and all that stuff, this is right up your alley. You'd love that. Caspian Porter, I'm sorry, I couldn't think of it. Anyway, we've got tons of stuff, you know, and then we've got the Animal Warriors of the Kingdom title, which ties into the action figure line by Spiro Toy Enterprises, and their action figures are 27 points of articulation, Marvel size. They look fantastic, very absolutely professional. So we're getting into toys and shirts and other paraphernalia, as well as comic books, but the main focus is comic books. And we're just excited, and Tragedy will be part of this as well. I haven't talked up Tragedy as much as I've talked up everybody else, because I want everybody to understand that some of the questions I've received, like, since nobody's asking any questions, I'll answer a few. Is it a conflict of interest that I'm publishing my books while distributing? And am I using the distributing just to get my books out there? So the answer is no and no. It's not a conflict of interest. If anything, if someone was leading the pack for you on something, wouldn't you want to know they're in the trenches with you? I'm just as invested as you are by having one of my books, or two of my books. Night by Guido Martinez is published by me, and Tragedy in there. It means I'm just as invested on that side of things. So I'm going to treat you with the utmost respect because I'm one of you. The second thing is, did I do this to just get my books out? No. That's a lot of friggin' work just to get my books out there. I could just be pushing my books hard and not take on a whole distribution system. I'm not setting up a lemonade stand on my lawn. This is friggin' distribution. It's a lot. It's big. It's scary. It's a lot of little details. It's a lot of work. I'm up for the challenge though, and I'm good to go. But no. And if I was going to use distribution to just get my books out there, probably would have won 5 or 10 publishers and left it there. I was going to cap at 20. We're at 30. So you know, either I'm an idiot or I actually give a damn, and I'm not stupid. So, on top of that, other people ask, are there minimum print runs? No. Look, I'm a new distributor. I'm working on relationships with retailers, which is difficult. I'm not going to lie. Retailers, it's difficult to get them on board, which I understand though. Retailers have been struggling for a while. They've had to go into other realms besides comics, toys, board games, whatever they could do, grading, variant covers to survive. And a lot of stores have closed. I mean, in the 90s, where we had like 7,000 stores, now we're under 2,000. And these people work hard, and it's their dream and their livelihood. So they're nervous, and especially with Diamond going out, they are even more nervous. And I get it. And sometimes they see things as a risk and they're afraid. I'm here to tell you, if you're a retailer and you're watching, don't be afraid. It's a free sign up. There's no obligation to buy, so that's risk free. And if you see a few books that you like, they're a few bucks with the retailer discount, just give them a try. I mean, we didn't know Something Was Killing Children was going to be big, or Ice Cream Man was going to be big. We didn't know Saga was going to be big at first, right? People took a shot on it. They jumped on board, and it paid off. This is something that is extremely low risk for stores with a possible high reward. So there's nothing holding you back. Having said that, we've had it's over 300 stores now, just slightly over 300 stores have signed on. But obviously we would like more. I don't want to let the people down that are investing in me. So I would love to have more stores on board. And if you out there know your local store, go to it, go to several of them, please tell them to sign up the account. It's not a risk. And I'm going to show you real quick the page, because I think that's a good thing to do. All right. So this is the page, Philbo Distribution. You have home, Philbo catalog, retailer accounts, sign up, and publisher submission guides. We'll get into home, which is here. Philbo catalog, if you try to log in there, you're going to get this. And the reason for that is you have to be a retailer to get in access to that catalog. It is not open to the public. What is open to the public and being updated, just so you know, is this. We have our mission statement, delivering ideas and dreams in the literary medium to retailers across North America. Philbo Distribution facilitates the relationship between small independent publishers and retail outlets across North America. Through our monthly digital catalog, we showcase and solicit new and interesting stories through the printed medium to local shops and other retailers. Yes, I came up with all the literature. Ooh, sounds great. Orders launch July 1st with final order cutoff on September 1st and arrive in stores October 15th. That is the start of all this. Coming soon as we get these guys onboarded, these blockbuster people will be added to the catalog. And then we start. We got Committed Comics with my favorite Irishman, Thomas Dougherty. We've got Crusade Comics, of course, Billy Tucci. Who doesn't know him? Edge Comics, Chance Edgerly. A really cool one-shot. Get Your Meds, Wonder Duck. The Adventures of Wonder Duck. Sorry if I don't mention that, George. I'll get all cranky. Grok Comics, The Remnant #1. Homebrewed Comics, we mentioned them. Caspian Porter, Crit, and Bigfoot Knows Karate, which Bigfoot is still on Kickstarter Live right now. Crit, I think, is just wrapping up. Go check them out. A Kid in a Comic newspaper, John Jay. This is an awesome thing. I'm so glad to have them on board. This is a full-fledged newspaper, full color, with tons of different comic strips, interactive games, coloring, etc., and many big-name talents on here. Scott Hanna, Mike Lilly, Bill Morrison, Scott Shaw, Riley Brown, Mark McKenna, Keith Williams, Glenn Whitmore. A lot of people. So this is something different and new, which is what we need. We need an injection of new life into this industry. Knuckle Supper Studios, Tales from Nero'sville. Awesome Astro City type anthology, superhero anthology with great twists that you don't see coming in irony. Cold Shack the Night Stalker. Anybody my age or more, you know this show. This was the X-Files before there was an X-Files. Monstrous Books has the IP, and they're putting out books. Of course, there's mine. There's Tragedy with the ratio variants. We've got the Ian Churchill, the Ricardo Silver cover, Ian Churchill cover, Crease, Hyung Sung Lee cover, which was a Hulk 181 homage. We've got the Wills Portacio cover with Alex Sinclair colors, backgrounds by Kenny Calderon. And we've got the newly colored Bill Sienkiewicz cover with colors by Chris Sotomayor. We've got Night by Guido Martinez. And we've got Spiro's comic with their action figures. And then we got Story Arc. This is by Raymond Gill or Ramon Gill. I'm sorry if I pronounced his name wrong. All ages. It's very cool. And here are the action figures. I mean, that's just top-notch stuff. I mean, it's professional stuff. And this is just to show the public what we have available. Go tell your comic shop if any of this looks interesting to sign up, and you're going to want to order it. Because when you go tell the comic shops to order it, they will order it with confidence, knowing that they will make money. All right. So that's the home page for everybody to see. You got to log in here if you are a retailer. The catalog, like I said, is behind the wall. Retailer account, sign up. I can't express this enough. I don't know why publishers are confusing this and they are applying on this. Please do not sign up on this if you are a publisher. This is a retailer access. If you are a comic shop, if you are a retailer, you will fill this out and we vet. And if you are truly a retailer with a resale certificate number and a tax ID number, you will be onboarded very quickly and easily. Create your own password and boom, you have access to the retailer catalog. Submission guidelines. This is where you go if you're a publisher. Read these guidelines. They are very similar to Diamond because it's very universal. Okay, and then submit based on the guidelines to the website provided. Okay, it's to make sure you're prepared. If anybody wants to know what my criteria is, I can tell you and summarize all this real quickly, which I will in a minute. And then, of course, there's links to my social media. Of course, my Facebook is down for whatever reason. Don't know. I did not unfriend you. I did not block you. I am not ignoring you, and I didn't die. Hopefully it'll be restored by tomorrow. If not, I will start a new account and we'll have to try to regain all 7,000 plus people all over again. Such is life. I'm not going to cry over stuff like this. There's always going to be things or people that try to sabotage you or get in your way. They're not worth the energy. I have a mission. I'm on a mission. Okay, so that's the website for you there. Criteria. It's real simple. I don't care what your artwork is because I'm not here to critique your art. Art is subjective or subject matter. I'm not going to do that. Diamond did that. I don't do that. I like the free market. I believe in the free market. The free market will decide if you stick around or not, because if you don't sell enough books, you probably won't be able to continue. And not that I wish that on anyone, of course, but that's just the free market telling you. That's the decision. You got to readjust or come up with something new or whatever. But I don't think I have a right to tell you to stay out of the ring. You want to get in the ring, you fight. Now, as far as NSFW, yes, I've made it clear I'm not a fan of it. But so what? I believe in the freedom of expression and creativity and art. If you're selling an NSFW book and you want to publish, distribute through me, it's fine. There is one criteria that must be held, and it's the only gatekeeping I do, and it's logical gatekeeping. If you're going to do nude variant covers, they need to be black bagged. You may ask why. Let the store decide. No, I'm the one shipping them, and I'm the one who risks lawsuits if parents, get upset or think it's not appropriate, etc. I am not in a porn business. I'm in a comic business, and I understand that there's a demographic for that, and that's fine. But if I'm going to distribute and put my name out there and my reputation, you must black bag the naked variants, and I'll still distribute you. That's it. Because what's inside the book is not a big deal. It's what's outside the book that kids can see easily on shelves that I don't think is appropriate. And you want to yell at me about my morality? I don't care. I'm a father, and I wouldn't want my little girls to come into a store and see a naked, a risque cover like that. I'm sorry. I'm not, and I'm not going to do it. But I will distribute your books. The other criteria, it just has to be professionally produced. Don't make it look like it was printed at Kinko's, and don't do your logo like it looked like a kid did it in crayon. It's got to look like a professional comic. And have UPC codes. You have to have UPC codes. And then you just have to meet your deadline. If you have a 5-issue miniseries, you have to be able to pay for the print run every month and have that book ready based on orders every month on time to me within 30 days of getting your invoice from the FOC cutoff, which I can explain that in detail if anybody needs. That's the criteria. That's it. It's real simple. I want you all to succeed, and I'm hoping that I can bring you there. But I do need you guys to help. I need more people to talk to the stores that haven't signed on and tell them to try. Now, some of them might not have signed on because they forget or they're busy, or maybe they're not getting the emails because they go to spam. I did send out postcards to every store this past week, so hopefully they should be arriving in stores today or tomorrow if they haven't already. But sometimes it's just getting out there, which leads us to the press release. We put out the press release today. I put it out, and it got picked up very quickly by some people, and I'm very grateful. Here's the press release. Okay. And I'm excited. And I will post it at some point when I get my Facebook back, and you can, check it out. Okay. And Bleeding Cool did an article on it, which and so did Comics Beat, The Beat. So right here, where'd it go? I had it. Comics. It was just here. Where'd it go? What happened? It was on the website at the top. Why did this refresh? Latest. It's so weird. It was just here and it disappeared. What happened? Did it push us down? Where do we go? This is very weird, guys. It was literally just on the front page there. Where did it go? My apologies. All right, let me pull this down and I'll check it out. All right, so I lost 2 of you, and we got 2 left. Everybody's interested. Awesome. All right. Comics. In that case, I will just get you the folder. I'll just pull up the link then. That's so weird that it disappeared like that. I'm sorry, guys. Bear with me. Don't leave. All right, so here's the Comics Beat. Here we go. So Comics Beat, new player on the scene, Philbo Distribution. Okay. You can go read it. CEO, very cool. Talks about some of the people that are on board. All right. It was a really nice article written by Heidi McDonald, and I appreciate her. Thank you very much. She's the editor-in-chief there. And it was a nice write-up. If you want to go check it out, we have that on The Beat. And then we have Bleeding Cool right here. Richard Johnston, as you know, is the editor-in-chief. Thank you to Richard. And it has a nice write-up with an article summary and goes into showing some stuff here. So very cool. And I'm very happy to get these the spotlight and eyes on many other people that, maybe normally we couldn't get into Bleeding Cool, because as you know, Bleeding Cool is like the leading news outlet for comic books. So it was very, very awesome to have these today, hoping for more to come. But check them out. So we've got those the press release and those articles out there to go take a look. And there you go. I was hoping more people would come in and do a Q&A and ask some questions, but I guess not. Who are the two people that stuck around? Because I appreciate you, as bored as you may be at this point. And so, yeah, distribution's coming strong. We're getting a lot of signups. We got more people coming. We've got big names, up and coming names. We've got a lot to offer, and we hope that you retailers go out there and you sign up. Okay. All right. Just want to also show you Shaman is launching on Kickstarter June 10th, which is a week from tomorrow, which is my book. So if you'd be interested, we have a Keith Williams variant cover, and we have the cover by Ruli Akbar. It's a really good story. I'm proud of it. Some people have said this and Papa are my best writing yet. And it's got twists, it's got turns, it's got action. So I'm hoping you guys come on out and back it and support it. You can sign up right now. There's a link I will get for you, um, and put it in the chat. And then I just want to let you know tomorrow night we are going live to launch Vanilla Land, which is a manga by um, um, my God, Andrew Henry. I'm sorry, who lives in Egypt, and it's a really cool looking manga, and it's got a fun take on it. Deals with food and recipes in a fantasy world. So that's really cool, and it looks awesome, and I'm really uh, excited to get it launched tomorrow. What's been your hardest challenge getting publishing started? Publishing or distribution? For publishing, the hardest challenge getting started, I actually didn't have any struggles with that. I was very, very lucky and blessed and happy. But with distribution, it's it's the stores, getting them to sign up and getting them to trust in this and believe in indie. They're scared and they don't like risks and they stay with what they know, a lot of them, and what they know is Marvel DC. So that would be the toughest struggle for distribution. Publishing, the only struggle with publishing is getting the books out there to a larger audience. Kickstarter tends to be an echo chamber. You get buried in algorithms on social media, Kickstarter, etc. So it's hard to get out there. And there's a lot of people that they look at your book and they think it's great, but they still, for some reason, don't pull the trigger. They don't buy it. So those are the biggest challenges for the most part. Um, so yeah, if you guys wouldn't mind signing up for Shaman, I dropped the link in there. Really would appreciate that. And I'm going to show you real quick Vanilla Land. What's your pitch to stores to sign up? Well, I've been sending out email blasts weekly with different information based on who we have, showing the catalog. But it's basically just letting them know that I am a distributor that is not a typical middleman. I am creator and store friendly. I want them both to succeed. We need stores. We love stores. We appreciate stores. Not to be disparaging, but Lunar is a retailer on their own, so they're competing with other stores. So they have DC and a bunch of other publishers. They're selling themselves on a website. So I don't know how vested they are in the success of stores because they're competing with them. Diamond has gone under, and we don't know what Universal is going to do. And Penguin Random House, they're very selective. They want only like 20,000 print run or more, so they're a little more prestigious, which kills a lot of independents and hurts stores. So where you may look at me as, and I'm giving like a long convoluted pitch. I usually tighten it up, obviously, but it's just that I'm a distributor that is providing new and fresh stories with great customer service and an intimate desire to see the success of the stores happen. And that if they just take a small risk, a very small risk on new unknown titles, they may be surprised how many start to blow up because there's a hungry audience out there that wants to read something new. So that would be pretty much it. But again, it costs nothing for them to sign up and just be able to look at the catalog every month. That's it. That's all we're asking from now. For now. And who is Team No Sleep? You must be somebody that I know that likes me. Oops. Oh, why did I do that? I just want to show you Vanilla Land, and then we're gonna. I'll wrap it up because you know, we only got 2 people in here. So, all right, log in. Sorry, I just wanted to be clear. I don't think I'm anybody's savior. I don't think I'm saving the industry. I don't think I'm something special. Oh, hey, what's going on? Okay. I just want to do my part. And I really do. I want to do my part to try to be something positive in the world and in distribution. And if I can, that's awesome. And while doing that, of course, I would love to get tragedy out there because I believe in it, and get people to. Oh my God, I can't stand this sometimes. And get people to trust in it and try it and give it a shot. I think they'll like it. 2021. That was difficult, unnecessarily. Anybody else have any other questions? All right, what is going on here? This thing won't sign me in. That's why. Okay. Tomorrow we're going to be. What are you talking about? Contact. Oh, that's why. I'm sorry, guys. This is being a pain in the tush. Okay, that should do it. Anybody else have any other questions or comments or anything of that nature? By the way, check out other books like Nexus. The deluxe hardcover is out with 59 days left. You all know Mike Barron's Nexus, and Mike is a good guy, and I'd love to see him. I'd love to see him kick ass. So go check that out, and check out other campaigns. If you could forego just put $15 aside a week or a month and just try a new campaign, that would be awesome. So real quick, we're going to do a live launch tomorrow, so I'm not going to go heavy into this right now, but we have Vanilla Land, which is a manga. So this is a little outrageous. All right, I could not have sang that better myself. Any other big names on the books? What do you mean, like big name publishers or big names working on books? Like, because I have some big names on my books, and the publishers will have some names on theirs as well. You know, Zenscope works with a lot of well-known people. Um, Guys, sign up. Hit the thing here. I'm going to put the link in the chat if you don't mind. I appreciate you. And come out tomorrow night to watch us. Okay, put that link in. Yeah, you know, the thing is, like I know Marat Michaels probably does some covers and stuff of his own work, and he works with people. You know, I'm not sure who's on the books yet until they turn them in, but he works with Ryan Kincaid and Mike DeBalfo and a lot of people like that. And Zenescope, you know, works with tons of people, Jamie Tyndall and you know, Mike DeBalfo, etc. So I'm not sure yet, but we could come up with some good stuff. Antarctic Press works with some solid names. You know, Billy Tucci has one of his books is a slip cover. It's a Frank Frazetta cover, which is awesome and obviously rare. And he works with a lot of big names as well. And in his book, he has an art book that he's going to be putting out with us. He has a lot of great, you know, Jimmy Palmiotti and a bunch of other big names in there. So, see, we have a nice blend of well-known, famous independent people, and those guys like homebrewed comics that you may not be aware of yet, but you're going to love once you give them a try. And that's what comics should be, right? It should be an industry of options and choices, and let the consumer decide, and different ideas and different worlds and different heroes and different tales. I mean, we'll have horror, we'll have, you know, ghost stories, we'll have superhero, we'll have vigilante action, we'll have, you know, dramas, we'll have espionage. So we're going to offer a fantasy, sci-fi, you know, so it'll be good. It's a really good thing. We hope the stores see this and understand that. Please tell your local store. Okay, sign up if they haven't already. They might be one that already has, but tell them, find out. All right, www.philbodistribution.com. All right. So there you go. When you go to the website, this is the submission guides. There's a home. It's very clean, very easy. It's simple. Got my social medias here. You've got the home page. You've got the catalog for retailers only. You've got the retailer sign up, and you've got the publisher submission guidelines. Crystal clear, easy to understand, easy to read, not overwhelming. And then we're going to have the catalog updated soon with all of these amazing people. Also, these graphics, as good as they look, we're going to have better graphics. Fabrice Sapolsky is doing better graphics for us as we speak. There's the Frazetta cover, by the way. So we're going to update it, make it look even nicer. And this was the art edition that has a lot of big names in it, I believe, to check out. So where's this one? We got Amanda Connor, Frank Frazetta, Adam Hughes, Mark Silvestri. He even has Jim Lee in one of these. So there's a lot of big people working with Billy's books. Definitely. All right. I guess I'm going to wrap this up. Anybody have any other questions? Anything? If not, I will say thank you. I will wrap it up. I will ask you to tell a friend, tell anybody who will listen, tell the stores, because we want to do this, and this is important. And I think the industry needs an injection of new life. It needs a kick in the ass. And with the help of all of you and the help of all these wonderful publishers, I think we can do that. I really do. I think we can do that. But anyway, I will wrap it up. I will remind you, I did not unfriend you. I did not block you, and I did not die. But Facebook has suspended me, probably because a hater reported me. I have my suspicions, but it doesn't matter. I'm hoping to appeal and get it back by tomorrow. If I don't, I'll just have to start a new account and friend request 7,000 plus people. What are you gonna do? All right, we got our mission, we got our goals. Full speed ahead. All right, guys, I appreciate you. I'm gonna leave you with what I always leave you with: be legendary and have fun storming the castle.